Slender Man, the latest attempt by Hollywood to get a quick cash grab out of you because somewhere in Sony's headquarters, some big burlap motherfucker wearing a suit said, "Hey, remember that Slender Man incident from a few years ago? Yeah, let's make a movie based on that." The head of Sony was like, "Oh my god, that's genius. Let's do it, and let's have it focus on a group of 4 teenagers who watched this video of Slender Man and are now haunted by Slender Man." What? Honestly, this movie floored me in all the ways it wasn't supposed to. This is one of the worst movies of the year. It's unintentionally funny. There are scenes that are supposed to be scary that are unintentionally funny. I was laughing my ass off in some parts. I could not believe what I was seeing. My god. Slender Man. This movie is not scary. Okay? It's just Slender Man's barely in the movie and he's got tentacles. There's tentacles. I get it. That's how he's supposed to be portrayed, or at least in some interpretations, that's how Slender Man is portrayed. But it looked awful. All the visual effects in this movie are complete shit. There's like scenes where people's heads are spinning like this, like super fast, and it looks super funny. It's almost like they were trying to rip off The Exorcist. Seriously. That's what this felt like. There's no blood. There's no gore. That big burlap guy in the suit, whoever he is, when he pitched it to Sony, they were like, "Okay, we'll make it, but on one condition. It's gotta be PG-13. Okay, let's do it! Because you can sell anything in Hollywood these days. You could write a script about a dog shitting on the rug for 90 minutes and that movie would get made. This is a really bad horror movie. And I was hoping it was going to be so bad it's good. There are some moments that are so bad they're good. Those laugh out loud moments. The moments that you laugh at. That the filmmakers don't want you to laugh at. That it wasn't intended to laugh at. I mean, honestly, this movie it shouldn't have been made. This is not a movie that should have been made. It's a quick Hollywood cash grab. That's what this movie is. And if anything else, these characters are awful. I don't care about any of these characters in this movie. There's nothing there to latch onto with these characters. Joey King's character, you have nothing there to latch onto. And she's a huge bitch in this movie. I like Joey King. I think she's a talented actress. I think she doesn't make the best decisions regarding what movie she's in. I really liked her in the first Conjuring, but Wish Upon wasn't good. This is not good at all. So, I mean, she's talented, but she's not making good movies right now. And I will say, her performance in this movie is very flat. She has no charisma in this movie. It seems really forced. Her acting in this movie is not good at all. It's downright abysmal. And that's kind of a shame, because like I said, she has talent. I like what I've seen her in, despite those movies being bad, except for The Conjuring, because I really like The Conjuring, and she's really good in The Conjuring. But I could not believe the performance she was giving. It was like she was phoning it in. And these other actors and actresses have no charisma. There's some weird, stupid, random romance thrown into the middle of this movie. Played off as just not romantic. It's not needed. None of this movie was needed. I could go on and on. I'll stick with the characters, though. These characters, like I said, there's nothing to latch onto. They're not likable. They're not fleshed out. I don't know anything about these characters. There's the scene where they try to explain some stuff. They explain one thing about each character and their backstories. One thing each. That's not enough. That's not enough to make me care. I was hoping they were all gonna get ganked. Throughout the entirety of this movie's runtime, I was like, you're getting ganked, 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 and all these people get picked off. It's like, it's one of those movies that's so predictable. It's so full of cliches. It's just, it plays into the horror movie tropes that nobody likes in these movies, and they keep doing this with horror movies, and I don't like it. It's really, it's getting to me. It's pissing me off. This is probably the most mad I've ever been after a movie since Transformers: The Last Knight. And honestly, like, there's nothing interesting. This movie takes at least 25 minutes to actually get to the fucking Slender Man thing. It's boring. This movie is just boring. And when shit starts to somewhat go down, what do these characters do? Well, here's the funny part, because they decide to actually investigate houses of their friends. So this movie's not a Slender Man movie, it's House Investigation, the movie. Nothing in this movie makes any sense. They're trying to explain what Slender Man does, how he comes out. I'm like, this is so convoluted. I'm laughing at it because it doesn't make any sense, yet it's so funny that it doesn't make any sense. That's what this movie is, and there are so many scenes that just don't make sense. Minor spoilers if you care about spoilers in a Slender Man movie, but here we go. So two friends at the beginning, in the opening scene of the movie, two friends are talking to each other. One of them sneezes, and one of them's like, did you know the Pilgrims thought that, like, sneezing was, like, releasing, like, the demon's soul? That's why I don't sneeze. What? You're a human being? You're a human being and you don't sneeze? This movie's telling me human beings don't sneeze. That's what this movie's telling me. They don't sneeze. I sneeze every day. So you're telling me that this one random chick cannot sneeze? Is she like the Messiah? Or a prophet? Also, there's a home invasion in this movie with the parents in the house nowhere to be found. And this guy just randomly walks into a house and terrorizes two kids. I'm like, so where are the parents? The parents are home. Like, it's not stated that they're gone, but the girl was just yelling out for her parents. Where are the parents? And then this guy shows up and tries to attack him. It's like, you're calling 911, but your parents are here. Why not just scream louder so that they can hear you? And then the next scene is just like, stay away from my family. I'm like, where were you 5 seconds ago when your daughters were getting attacked? This movie makes no sense. It defies logic. This movie defies logic to a T, and there are so many moments of exposition. It was giving me a headache. I was rolling my eyes in disgust at how much exposition was in this movie. And everything they explained, like I said, made no sense. Some of it makes no sense because it defies logic, but some of it makes no sense because it's so convoluted and so wordy that you can't understand it and it just makes you laugh. Seriously, a preschooler probably wrote this movie. I would not be surprised. That's what it felt like. The visual effects were awful. Like I said, there was an example I gave earlier in this review. The head spinning, I was like, that's straight out of The Exorcist. There's this girl screaming in a hospital bed later in this movie. And it's an upside down view of her. I'm like, this is straight out of The Exorcist. Everything was trying to copy off The Exorcist. That's what happened. Then there's a scene where this girl's face turns into a tree. That was funny. It like slowly faded out to tree bark. Wow. Wow, I just cannot believe this movie got made. How is it that Hollywood continues to take things based on real events in real life and manage to turn them into movies? But like bad movies. I'm okay if you take like a sporting event or some political thing or I don't know, I mean, like, for instance, like Black Klansman. I haven't seen Black Klansman, but that's based on a true story. I'm okay if you take stuff like that, or a sporting event, or a team, or something like Munich. Great movie. Story that needs to be told. Patriots Day. Great movie. Story that should be told. Slender Man, based on actual events, does not need to be told in a movie. It's another way for Hollywood to just take your hard-earned money, shove it up your ass, shove some popcorn in your face, and try to create a movie that scares you for an hour and a half when it just plays off as comedy. That's what this movie is. That's what a lot of horror movies continue to do. The best ones don't do that, and I commend them for that. Not all horror movies are like that, but there are a whole bunch that are just lazy. This is lazy filmmaking. This is not good filmmaking. Sound editing, sound mixing, everything that makes a movie is not in play in this movie. There's so much background chatter in one scene. Like, what are these characters saying right now? There's one scene where one friend gets mad at another friend, and she spits out the most absurd line of dialogue ever. Because one of the friends says she's going on a date, the friend that's mad's like, yeah, well, have fun dating your fucking Abercrombie and Fitch model. That came out of somebody's mouth in this movie. That is literally a line of dialogue. I'm just sitting here in disgust. I don't know how this movie got made. I don't know why they thought this was a good idea. Apparently, if you thought that all of this wasn't enough, well, guess what? You have the classic cliche Google research scene. Not once, not twice, but I counted 3, count them, 3 Google research scenes. How lazy do you have to be? Oh my God! Lazy. Lazy library scene. Lazy! Lazy! This movie is lazy! God fucking damn it. This movie is an insult to my intelligence, to everybody's intelligence. Those scenes that are funny are far and few between. They're funny scenes in ways the filmmakers didn't intend. That's sort of what can make this movie watchable. But that's not enough. Everything else in this movie is just disgusting, volatile puke. It's garbage. Something that shouldn't have been made. I'm going to give Slender Man a fat fucking F. That is my rant on Slender Man. It got to the point where I started laughing. I'm appalled. I am appalled by this movie. I just want to go back and rewatch the scenes that were funny. That's it. I just show them to my friends and be like, this is how you do not make a movie. That is my review / rant on Slender Man. I don't know how this video is going to be taken, because when I do videos like this, people really don't like this kind of commentary, but there's a lot I had to get off my chest with this movie, and I think I did it in as calm of a way as I could. I freaking hated this movie. It's atrocious. It's one of my least favorite movies ever made. I don't think anybody tried. The filmmakers certainly didn't, especially since I was laughing in some scenes. Thank you for watching my review of Slender Man. I even forgot what I was talking about for a minute. You can find me on alexmaddenmovies.strikingly.com. There you can find all of my links to my social media accounts. I will leave that link to my website in the description below. You guys are the best. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more content. I'm Alex Madden, a certified G and a bona fide stud.